If you are seeing this right now and you are practicing manifestation, please, please stop confusing a shift in your mood to be a shift in your state of being. Those two things are not the same thing. You can have a shift in your mood whenever you want. What do I mean by shift in your mood? I mean, maybe one day you're feeling really lonely. Maybe one day you're feeling really irritated at everyone and you're feeling angry. This is why I don't like law of attraction, because law of attraction teachings falsely make you believe that feelings are the cause and manifestations are the effect. When actually, feelings themselves are an effect. They are a manifestation. They're usually a manifestation of a shitty state, but a shift in your mood does not need to be fed back into a narrative of a bad state of being. So let me walk it through for you so it becomes really clear. Let's go with the example that, yeah, you're feeling really lonely one day. Like, for just whatever reason, you're working from home, you're isolated, you're feeling lonely. That in and of itself is not a problem. How could it become a problem? If you then feed the loneliness into a narrative, because states of being are really about what narratives about yourself or about the world are you believing, are you subscribing to? So if you're feeling lonely and then you feed that into a narrative that says, oh my God, I'm always alone, I never have any friends, I never have anyone to hang out with. If you're feeding the loneliness into a narrative like that, like, everyone else has friends, everyone else is married, or everyone else, and I don't have that, that would be a state of being. But you could also be lonely, just be in the mood of loneliness, and you could almost like sensualize it. And what do I mean by that? I mean like romanticizing every emotion you have. This is a great way to cut off the feedback loop. If you do have a lot of feedback loops of, oh, I often feel lonely, and then I immediately jump into the narrative that, yep, I'm always alone, I'm just a lonely person. Well, a great way to cut off that feedback loop is next time you're feeling lonely, find a way to romance it, to kind of feel like, oh, how do these feelings of loneliness feel in my body? And can I kind of get almost like a juicy pleasure out of it, or kind of feel like the feminine urge of my desire to be around people right now? Can I kind of lean into how interesting that is about me, that I have this deep urge to connect with others? Like, find a different way to push out the energy of loneliness. Find a new narrative or a new way to enjoy, or at the very least, just be neutral to the feeling of loneliness without feeding it into the narrative that would then cause it to be your state of being. So please, please, please stop thinking that just because you've been in a bad mood for the last week or whatever, however long you've been in a bad mood, stop making that mean, oh, I must not be manifesting well because I'm not in a good mood. That is some law of attraction weirdness that all of us learned. All of us learned that bad habit that, like, oh, if I don't feel good, then I must not be in the right state. Yes, good feelings do typically come from being more consistently in a good state of being. But again, we've got to work with what you've got here. And if what you've got right now is a bad mood, well, then let's find a way to, at the very least, be neutral to it or push it out into a different narrative. There you go.